Hey everybody, welcome back to Barbecue by Biggs. I'm Aaron, and today we're throwing down a prime rib. That's right, one of those juicy rib roasts that we got on sale around Christmas time. If you guys want to see how this turns out, come along with us. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back in here. We're gonna go ahead and get our rub put together. The first thing we're gonna put in is 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of rosemary, 1 tablespoon of granulated garlic, 1 tablespoon of granulated onion powder, 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 2 tablespoons of 16 mesh coarse black pepper. Get it all mixed up, and then we'll get it ready to go on that beef. As you can tell, it's not real fatty, so we're gonna leave everything that's on there. We're just gonna pat this dry. And the backside has some flaps, so we'll cut those off. Get some of that fat off there. So we bought a lot of these prime ribs at Christmas time, after Christmas, actually. You know, everybody buys prime rib for Christmas and then they put them on sale. We bought this for $3.97 a pound, which is pretty darn good for standard rib roast. So we're gonna go ahead and take our mayonnaise. So our binder today is gonna be mayo, just regular old mayo, and we're gonna rub that on there. You don't want it too thick, but don't go too thin. Just have you a good sheen on there. Once you got it good and coated just like that, we'll start getting the rub on, and we'll go on the rub on the back side first. Just mix that rub up. We'll go ahead and just add it on liberally here. Once you get the back done, we'll pat that in. Get it up, get these sides. We'll go ahead and get this top side. Make sure we don't miss a spot, pat it in. All right, we're all rubbed up. We'll let this sit out for about 5 or 10 minutes to go ahead and let it start sweating in, and we'll bring you guys back, put it on the pit. See you then. So we're bringing that pit up to 250 degrees. We're gonna go ahead and get this on there. We're using a smoking rack. If you guys have never used one of these, you ought to give it a try. It makes it easy to move stuff around, and I tell you what, there's links in the description if you wanna pick some of those up. But we're gonna go on this pit, 250 degrees. See you in a minute. All right, we got the pit rolling 250 degrees. Let's go ahead and get this prime rib on. So we're smoking it near the smokestack end. It's a little bit cooler down here rather than by the fire pit. We're gonna run this at 250 degrees. We're gonna use this probe, put right in the middle of that. And when it gets to 120, we'll come in, we'll get it seared off. So we'll go ahead and get this closed down. We're using this Inkbird iBarbecue 4T to monitor our temperatures, and I tell you what, it works very, very good. I got one of them on the pit, which is 205 because I opened it, and then we have one of them that's on the prime rib. We'll stick that in, and we will not come back until this registers 120 degrees. And the good thing is I can go inside and do whatever I want. I can monitor the temperature from inside. If you guys are interested in the Inkbird or anything else, look in the description below. I have links to everything used in this video. See you guys in about 2 hours. All right, we're about 2.5 hours in, and this prime rib is getting close. We're at 110, 111 degrees internal. We're about to throw some more wood on there, crank up this fire to around 350 degrees, and then we're gonna bring it to our finishing temp. About 128 to 130 degrees is what we're shooting for. So let's go take a look at it. All right, this Big Phil's has been purring right along. Let's look at this thing. Oh man, it's looking good. Let me bring you in, closer look. Got a good bark on it. You see that seasoning? Oh yeah. Almost there, guys. All right, we're gonna throw a few logs on here, bring this temperature up to about 350 degrees, 375, just to try to get some char on the outside of this thing, and we'll bring you guys back when it's ready to pull off. See you then. All right, it's been about 3 hours. That prime rib is at 130 degrees internal. We're gonna get it pulled off, tin it in foil, and let it rest. So let's do that. Oh, it looks good. That fat from that fat cap separating. Maybe we should have cinched it up with some string, but that's fine. Get you in there, look at that color on that. Wow, that thing looks good. All right, we're gonna get it pulled off, get it tinted up. All right, we'll let it sit 15 to 20 minutes or so, let it cool down and get it in there and get it sliced. We'll bring you guys back for the final taste test. All right, after about 3.5 hours, this prime rib is done. Like we said before, we ran it between 250 to 275 for about 2.5 hours or so, and then we threw some extra logs in there, bumped that fire up to about 350 to add a little bit of char to it. So let me bring you in here and let's cut this thing up. All right, let's get this thing cut and see how we did here. Let's go right through the middle of those two bones. Kind of hard to see out here in the light. Turned out just shy of medium rare, but man, it's hard to see out in this outdoor light, but it's right there where it needs to be. Let's get a taste of this thing. All right, we got a piece of this prime rib cut up. Let's get us a taste. That, my friends, is freaking delicious. Real easy to do. Get the rest of this cut up, get my family fed. We'll catch you guys on the next cook.